I think Livingston will lose a goal today, so I think they need to score. The evidence would point that they'll lose a goal. I hope they don't, but I think they will. And from John Robertson's point of view, he'll be hoping that he can make as many chances as he did in the first half, but put the ball in the net.
Celtic are going to win this league championship at a canter, Rob, in my opinion, and that might be the one thing that plays into Livingston's favour. And I think John Robertson will be hoping that they don't step in the gas too much in the second half, and that his team can capitalise.
One team scrapping for survival, one team so close to the title, but 0-0 so far between Livingston and Celtic, with Ross Wallace on in the second half, Paul Telfer off. Mark Wilson switches to right back as we return to Mark Hateley. And firstly, Jock Brown.
Thanks, Rob. Ball set for the second half. Livingston for the 6th time this season, 0-0 at half time, and haven't lost any of the previous 5, 2 wins and 3 draws, so they'll come into this second period with, if not expectations, but they have worked extremely hard and done well in the first half. Celtic now have the benefit of a very strong wind behind, as referee Kenny Clark sorts out the formalities, and we're away for a second half which will have Ross Wallace featuring there at left back. Paul Telfer is the Southern player who's gone off. Mark Wilson, as Rob was telling us, has gone to right back. There he is now in his more familiar role. Here's Nakamura finding space. Run made by Wilson, but Celtic will find it difficult to adjust at the start of the second half, I think, to the pace on the ball when they play forward passes.
Yeah, wind assisted now, and I think that one there would have taken his team in at half time. I don't think too boisterous, but just reminding that they are in a game here. They're trying to get this championship won as quickly as possible, and to up the pace a little.
Well, the throw is not a Livingston one, which Derek Adams was hoping to influence, I think, there. It's a gum shield, Derek Adams. Obviously the new feature of a lot of players with elbows flying more and more as the game goes on, so protecting of good looks. Here's Petrov. Maloney outside him. Wallace sprinting on the outside. Turned in well for Nakamura. There's the chance for Zurawski. Celtic take the lead.
1 minute into the second half, and all that half-time team talk from both managers, one's paid off. I think John Robinson will be bitterly disappointed the way this came about. A soft goal through players' legs. And we criticised Morawski in the first half. That is as cool as you like. And this time, Roddy McKenzie, absolutely no chance whatsoever.
Well, it's a terrific scoring record for Zurawski. That's his 18th goal and his 25th game for Celtic this season. Great return, makes him the top scorer too. He just edges ahead of John Hartson, who started out as 17 goals too before this match.
He's a goal scorer though, Zurawski. Jock keeps getting in there, misses the chances, missed a couple, but we were saying first half, the header, pretty much of a sitter. As all strikers do, all goal scoring strikers anyway. You're right there to be shot down. More often than not, he'll get that chance and put the ball in the back of the net for you.
Well, I think John Robertson missed that goal. I don't think he was in his seat by the time that ball was in the nets. So he'll have an inquest later to find out how that happened. And it really was slack. It was totally out of character for the way they defended in the first half.
And now what he's looking for is a reaction from his team. What sort of reaction from his team is he going to get?
Well, that's a remarkable record Celtic have. Just these 2 games this season when they haven't scored. That was at Media Bratislava in the European Cup, and then it was Kilperman at home. And Gordon Strachan now will be relieved to find that his team has gone ahead 71 seconds into the second half. Nakamura's involvement inside made a difference there. He wasn't picked up as he appeared in the centre of midfield in an attacking position by Livingston. There's a handball there, it's gone behind, has it? No, says the linesman. He says it's a throw. Now, what do Livingston have left? Can they come back? Tackled by McNamee.
I think they have to remain confident. They created chances in the first half. They must believe they can do that again in this second half. It's vitally important now for the next 5 or 10 minutes that they play with discipline. Try and keep the shape. If not, inevitable could happen.
Maloney's pass. Here's Dublin setting up Petrov. Back it comes to Mark Wilson. Here's Zurawski. Now Nakamura. It's a good right football in, and it's well defended by Richard Britton.
It's a fantastic ball in if you're a striker. Look at the quality of this ball. It's dropped in right into that near post area. And the 3 Celtic strikers, not one of them committing themselves to that run at the near post. Great ball.
So this one is liable to come in with a lot of swerve, with the wind helping Nakamura's swerving corner kick anyway. And it came off Sam Morris's head. That's behind another corner. And Nakamura's coming all the way across to take this one too. Kenny Clark keeping a keen eye on things, rather. Well, look at the wind swirling in that corner of the stadium. Nakamura going for an outswinger this time. I wonder if he may go for a short corner. So surprised that more short corners aren't taken. That was a battle for Balde and for Dublin to get the ball across. It reaches Nakamura again. It's a good ball in. And it came off McManus's head. This is Petrov. Well closed down by Walker. Well, Celtic going for the killer second goal here. That would make life, I think, very easy for them if they got another. Wilson plates it in towards Dublin. And it's a penalty kick. Manu Dorado penalised there for holding Dublin, pulling him back, pulling him over. Dorado goes across to question that. It won't make any difference, it never does.
Well, that's as soft as they come. There's a little bit of a tug there. The arms are straight up in the air, pleading with the innocence there. And Kenny Clark is looking right at it there. Yeah, got his shirt right in front of the referee. And that is a penalty.
Well, the only possible argument about that, Craig Strong's booked for protesting, but the only possible argument would have been had Dublin committed the infringement first. They did have a outstretched left arm, which maybe Dorado was trying to cope with. Here's Maloney now with a penalty kick. Very accurate with these normally. And he certainly had one saved against Hibs recently, but apart from that, he scored against Rangers, scored against Livingston on Boxing Day, and scored against Kilmarnock, so his record's good. 3 out of 4 so far this season. Referee Kenny Clark insisting no one in coaches here as Maloney takes on Mackenzie. 2-0 to Celtic.
With the aplomb that man is playing with it at the moment. Robert McKenzie absolutely no chance with that. Normally puts it to the keeper's right, as he did with his first one at Hibs. The second one he missed was in that corner, but elected to switch today. The super penalty, keeper down to his right, ball popped into his left.
Well, it's 5 out of 6 in fact, because when he missed one against Hibs, he also scored one, so it's 5 out of 6, and it's his 15th goal this season. So Livingston now have a mountain to climb. It must be such a disappointment after competing so well in the first half that they'd have rather gone to sleep at the start of the second.
They have indeed. They conceded the goal. We said how important it was for the next 5 or 10 minutes.
And Britain had to be quick there to get to the head of Maloney.
And it's vitally important now. Can they get two back? I think not, but they need to keep some sort of discipline here. This could be on to a 4 or 5 if they're not careful. After all the hard work they've done in the first half, Jock, some super play, they had chances. 3 minutes into the game, it's a massive, massive ask.
Wilson's pass, here's Petrov. Tackled by McNamee, he's in trouble. McNamee flying to the bench, he's got a problem with his hamstring. He clearly felt something snap there. There's going to have to be a change made as the challenges are flying in there. It's Maloney who has fouled on that occasion. There's McNamee who needs attention. And I'm sure it will also mean replacement. Well, he's had a terrible time with injuries, McNamee. This will really upset him, I'm sure.
Yeah, just holding the top on his hamstring. So just that stretch there, and straight away signalling to the dugout that has gone.
No point in any treatment. He's going to go straight off the pitch. He knows perfectly well the problem. And make no mistake, he's the kind of player who does not want to leave, even though the game's running against his team. He wants to stay on, I'm sure of that. So Greg Strong has been yellow carded for his protest about that penalty award. So the change has to be made now by Livingston. There'll be the possibility of Tierney going to left back and Mackay to right back. This is Zurawski, the point of the attack. Colin Healy is going to come on, and I think that'll mean some reorganisation. I think he'll go into a midfield role. That's McManus. Dublin is onside. This is Lennon. Now Celtic now able to spray the passes around. Here's Mark Wilson with a cross, which is too long for his initial targets, but Ross Wallace retrieves well. Very nippy and sharp in possession. Wallace. Nakamura's got the freedom of the pitch in the centre here. He also has Wilson and acre of space on the right. Clear indications now that Livingston are crumbling. Headed down by Zurawski, aimed for Dublin. This is Maloney. Well tackled by Britton. And help from Houlihan. Excellent control from Wallace.
You see now the Livingston midfielder camped right back on top of the two centre halves, and that's why they can't get out. There's plenty of room now for the Celtic midfield four to just get hold of the ball.
Heavy tackle by Petrov and Houlihan. Advantage allowed those. Mackay keeps possession. Here's Morrow. That's a very good pass. Houlihan attacking Wallace, supported by Britton. And good play by Wallace. Read the situation very effectively indeed.
Yeah, saw the danger. Held Houlihan up properly, as you had said, and then anticipated that ball down the line. Quick feet and quick pace, quick thinker.
So the change has been made now by Livingston. They've brought on Colin Healy, former Celtic player. He replaces McNamee. We'll see what position he takes up. He's turned 26 now, Colin Healy. 48 appearances he made for Celtic between 1999 and 2003. Near post ball nodded on there by, was it McManus at near post? Throw into Livingston. Can they do anything in the attacking sense? They really need a boost now, Mark. Don't they? Need to do something quickly to restore some belief.
Absolutely need a response. They need a counter. At the moment, it's all Celtic. Being pushed well back in there. Guilty again there of giving the ball away too cheaply.
John Hartson, you see there, just limbering up on the track. Obviously going to be involved before long, and that's just what I'm sure Livingston would rather not see. Here's Petrov with Nakamura. Good understanding they're developing again. Forward goes Petrov, bundled over by Colin Healy. Healy in the middle of the field. Tierney's gone to left back, Mackay to right back.
It's better play from Stilian Petrov. I'd like to see him getting the ball and driving and committing players. That's when Celtic are at the best.
Well, Colin Healy on the pitch there. Everyone hoping he comes back. He had 2 years out through injury with 2 broken legs when he was with Sunderland. 12 Republic of Ireland caps. Very promising young player. His career really has been blighted by these injuries. Nakamura fighting it in. McManus not far away from that. Houlihan against Wallace. A bantamweight contest, I reckon. Lennon tidies up. It's good play from Wallace, picking out the pass for Petrov. Here's Nakamura. Good change of direction, but Wallace does a little bit to hold him up, but Dublin then steps in. Well, Tierney in the McNamee role now. Here's Walker. Walker has a terrific attitude to the game. Very competitive always, athletic, energetic. Difficulty here for Livingston too, Mark, is if they try to commit more players forward Robertson gets doubt, then they could be in for a hiding. But if they don't do that, they might not get back.
Yeah, Staten Island just leaving the back door open. And you've got players with the Celtic pedigree. You get punished.
Another change is going to be made shortly by Livingston, and they're definitely going to try very hard to get back in the game. They're going to bring on a striker for a midfield player. So they are going for it. Typical of John Robertson's approach to the game. Not content to go out with a whimper without having some kind of attempt at a response. Very Carrigan, perhaps maybe involved in his last bit of action in the game here. Awkward ball in, turned over by Boric. Almost surprised the goalkeeper.
Just the safety side of the goalkeeper manual there. Probably could have just held on to that. And elected just to tip it over the top.
So the corner kick to be taken. Mark Wilson's got a problem actually. He's down with an injury. So that might mean another change made by Celtic. Driven ball met there by Petrov and Mackay. The result is a goal kick to Celtic. So Graham Dorrans is willing to come on for Livingston, and Stanislav Varga is preparing to come on for Celtic. Well, it looks as though Mark Wilson's in trouble. It is in fact Derek Adams who's being withdrawn here. Battling in midfield against Lennon and Petrov. Removes the gum shield, restore the good looks, and departs young Graham Dorrans, 18 years old. Very impressive young striker, I can tell you. He will have the chance to make a name for himself up front.
Yeah, like the look of him, Dorrans. Against Hearts, the first time we saw him, very lively, very confident.
Well, he's taken the side against Dundee United and Aberdeen.
Yeah, and John Robertson realises now he needs to get something back out of this within the next 5 or 10 minutes if he's going to get anything. Hence the introduction of the striker.
Well, they're starting him out wide on the left-hand side, so it's going to be a midfield of Britton, Healy, Walker, and Dorrans wide on the left. The front two then remaining Houlihan and Morrow. Across the back it is Mackay, Dorado, Strong and Tierney, and now there's going to be this change made by Celtic very shortly. Varga will come on, his career at Celtic about to end in the summer. Spent some time at Sunderland, just as Colin Healy did. Pass from Lennon, here's Zurawski, he's onside, and a very good block made by Mackenzie. Well, that certainly would have clinched the match for Celtic without question.
I think Dorado does terrifically well here. I think he just gets something on that ball as well. Takes a bit of the sting out of it. Just clips the end of his boot. Good recovery from the big defender. Another chance.
Mark Wilson is coming off and Varga will replace him. Likely to go straight into the right back position, I suspect, to disrupt any other aspect of the side. Across it goes to Wilson again. Closed down by Dorrans. Tierney now to Walker. That's for Morrow. Firm with the pass. So now the change is being made. Varga coming on for Wilson. Well, here's what happened to Mark Wilson. Here's why he's going off. As soon as he played that ball out, his groin area, I think, was the problem.
Yeah, the timing in the groin there. 2-0 up. So we need to take a risk with that. McManus, I would have thought, would be going out to the right back area. And Varga into his customary centre half position. It shouldn't be a problem for Celtic. Baldy and Varga played stacks of times together.
Well, it's only his 6th appearance of the season in the side at the very beginning when he had these troublesome matches at Bratislava and then at Motherwell when they lost 9 goals in all. That kind of ended his career really as a main player in central defence. McManus came in at that point and he's been there ever since. This is Walker, held up by Lennon, but it's Dorrans who picks up the scraps. Houlihan's return pass, that's good play. Really wanted more time than Dublin allowed.
Good work from Dublin there. Age not on his side, but still willing to work back for the team.
There's that wind problem. Hurtling out of play. Remember the man of the match competition. These are the numbers to call. The text address to use to see if you can come up with the same answer as Mark Hadley. In which case, you may win a signed shirt from the man of the match. Morrow tackled well by Lennon. That's Varga. That's McManus, in fact, has gone to right back. It's Balde and Varga in central defence. Well, McManus, very left-footed, is in the right back position. Wallace at left back. There's Varga. A very quick ball played by Lennon. Walker complaining that Lennon made a lot of that. As Dorrans goes with a shot which doesn't really trouble Boric. Lennon still on the ground. Referee Kenny Clark is not interested in anything at all.
Nothing in that for me. I think Lennon just making a little bit too much of that. Dorrans, on the other hand, first real piece of action he's been involved in. Pretty positive. Long-range effort. It's collected comfortably by Boric.
Surely Lennon wasn't trying to get Walker out of the way. Surely not. Nothing wrong with him anyway. I can tell him that. No evidence of any injury problem. Certainly infuriated Walker with his reaction. Walker, remember, yellow carded in the first half, so that's why he would have been sent off had the referee taken a similar view of that. Lennon and Petrov together. Here's Nakamura. Well, Nakamura's involvement in a more central position behind the front two is certainly caused a big problem for Livingston. Witness their 2-goal deficit now. Good tackle made by Lennon. Here's Zurawski. Support arriving now. Dublin's there. That's Dublin. Well, that was food and drink for Dion Dublin. A kind of ball he would relish in the near post.
Super ball in for Zurawski. You would expect Dion Dublin to be hitting the target there. Maybe the wind is playing a little part in that. But, another chance goes a begging.
Well, you can see where he made contact with the ball. That's McManus with a header back. Wouldn't assisted straight to McKenzie. Varga's header. Maloney coming inside, getting support from Nakamura. Here's Petrov. It's good play. Dorrans did well also. Now Houlihan. Morrow trying to avoid being offside. Check back there. I mean, they couldn't run into that pass. Upsetting the home crowd. He's used to that kind of treatment in away matches. But I really did feel that when he went down there against Walker.
Yeah, made the most of it. I must admit, don't like to see that. Trying to encourage the referee to make a decision. And there's hardly anything in it whatsoever.
Morrow holding up a challenge from Balde, but losing out to Lennon. Absent concentration initially by Maloney, they recovered very well indeed. Wallace giving possession very well indeed there. That's a bad mistake by Maloney. Here's Houlihan. Nowhere to go there as Lennon closed in with Varga. Strong challenge made by Dorado and a heavy one. Dublin makes light of that when the free kick's been given.
Good prody on Dublin. A tackle from the side from Dorado. I think he sees he gets a bit on it, but it takes the player as well right in front of Kenny Clark. But nothing said, just gets himself up and gets on with it.
Here's Ross Wallace. Zurawski coming out. Does this so well, roving to the flanks.
Just pulls up the side of the back of the fullbacks.
Gorham's in a hurry there. In a defensive position, he's not too familiar with that. Striker by nature. Petrov running it back here to Balde. Balde and Varga played so many matches together for Celtic. Here's Maloney. And now Petrov. Nakamura again taking up that good position just behind the front man. That's caused the problem, hasn't it, Mark?
Nobody picking him up, just keeps drifting in there, just getting the ball off Lennon or Petrov, turning and sliding passes for the strikers. It is a problem for Livingston at the moment.
The Celtic have just dropped pace a little, though. I think they're content with what they have. There's no real urgency about them either. It's back into sort of training ground situation, isn't it, really? Ross Wallace with a throw. The bounce judged well by Dorado. That's Walker. Now Britton. Houlihan. Walker again. Now Lennon has possession. He has Zurawski miles offside ahead. The Livingston back line holding its position very effectively there. Well, remember the football to come on Spotlight Europe. Kaiserslautern against Borussia Mönchengladbach from the Bundesliga at 4:20 on Setanta Sports 1 Live. It's no end to the entertainment on Setanta Sports. There's Petrov. Dorado winning that. Here's Sean Maloney now. Well, the game would be transformed again if Livingston could conjure up something in an attacking sense, but they haven't troubled Boric.
Yeah, you can't say anything happening at the moment. Giving the ball away cheaply on the back foot. It's very quiet, the Livingston crowd at the moment. Just anticipating hopefully a positive performance from the team in the last quarter of the game.
It's good control from Healy. There's Tierney. Well, they judge the bounce. Nakamura picks out Dublin. Good play from Walker. This is Dorrans. Now Houlihan. Was he held by Varga? Yes, says the referee.
Yeah, it's good refereeing there from Kenny Clark there. He saw the foul, the initial foul from Varga. It allowed the young man to keep going in case the game opened up for him. Losing of the ball resulted in the free kick.
Well, every Celtic player back. They don't want to concede one here to give Livingston any real prospect of saving the match. We've seen some fighting displays though from Livingston recently, notably against Hearts here. Looks as though Mora wants to strike. Every Celtic player inside the penalty box here to defend. Now it can be taken. There's Morrow. Not a bad attempt. Well covered by Boric.
Yeah, I think he got a really good view at this one. It's pretty central and pretty comfortable at the end for that young man there. But an important save to make at 0-0 in the first half at his feet. I think everything since then is done pretty well.
Well, Morrow's certainly shown a lot of promise up front for Livingston. Only a bit part player really at Hibs this season, coming off the bench a few times, but relishing this opportunity to play regularly. Well, not happy with the linesman who gave that Celtic's way. Can't win these linesmen. If they get it right, no one says a word to them. Get it wrong, they're harangued. Mackay climbing there on the shoulders of Dublin, who made a very strong back for him.
Well, Hartson there just stretching off, looking forward, I think, to getting a little bit of a run out.
Well, it's certainly not very comforting that to Livingston to see him come back. Balde taking a long time in possession. Petrov did well initially, but it's back with Livingston again, and Doran's